Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Final Fantasy Review video. I'm just getting out of, almost not being sick anymore, so I'm almost there. Anyways, the live stream just ended, and I'm going to be covering everything very quickly here. So, Parasite Eve, they went into great detail about how hard it was to get this collaboration, and if you want to take that into consideration as well, the Chrono Trigger that everyone wants to see, that's probably going to take just as long, if not longer, if not forever, if not never. They had to basically track down one person to give them the rights to this collaboration. So I know usually you guys expect to be having 2 band units, but we only have 1. I think that might be better for you guys. So just 1 band unit that you got to worry about. Brea from Parasite Eve, and the 21st, so that's very soon. She is a Brave Shift unit, and I believe she is true Brave Shift, so that's already really good. And we're gonna move on. And there's a popularity poll. So there actually will be 2 parts. There'll be one part that is just global original characters, and then there will be a part 2 with JP characters, I believe is what they mentioned. They only showed this one for right now, but I believe they said they for sure said there's gonna be a part 1 and part 2. So make sure you guys vote for this. Make sure to vote for this character right here. This is actually my favorite character in the entire game. I remember using them all the time. They were super amazing. I wish they would get a new vision unit. And so we have Brea here, and she has, as you would expect, Clash Will's only abilities. I mean, that's pretty much obvious at this point. She's a healer in a DPS in her base form, and a just regular DPS in her Brave Shift form. She's got some earth capability damage in her base form, and then of course in her Brave Shift form is where her damage is mainly going to be with the fire 180% amp. It's crazy to even say that. I'm so used to saying 150, saying 180. I gotta start rolling that off the tongue a little bit there. So there's that, and 150%, 180% amp for herself. And a lot of other good stuff, so good. And this is all pretty much standard stuff here. This is her base form, obviously, and 100% amp for herself as well, so that's decent. And then you get a 60% amp for everybody else. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty normal leader skill, so nothing too special. When I saw her, I thought, that she'd be like a big bait for the Ffbe units that are coming up, but nope, just a standard leader skill, so that's good for people who don't have a lot and can't pull right now. And so if you're not big on this collaboration, that's kind of good news. You don't have to worry about, this being the #1 leader for the next Clash Wills or anything. So for the first time in a long time, this S-Teamer is actually pretty worth it to get multiple copies of. So if you somehow are watching this video in the future, you're watching back in this video and you want to know about the S-Teamer, definitely get more than 1 copy, because the second one can be used for anyone. It is the human killer, boost physical magical against humans and humans 100%, and then you get 50% TDH. So very good S-Teamer, 140 attack, very good. Teamar is probably only good for her. Well, actually, I mean, you get 50% LB damage and 50% TDH, but I don't think it's not really that big of a deal anymore to equip LB damage on people anymore. So the TMR maybe get like 1 or 2 copies, maybe. And the vision card's not good, obviously. Not gonna talk about any of that. And then when I saw this, I was getting kind of worried that they were gonna start putting this guy in a banner, but thankfully that's not the case. He did not get changed at all. He's the same as he was on JP, and they're skipping over Hayu, unfortunately, but he's basically the same thing anyway. So I mean, like, not a big deal. The only reason we would ever care about these units is because of that 1 cooldown that they have to increase Esper or evoke damage on a cooldown. That's the only reason you ever would care about any of these units. I checked. He's the same. He has a leader skill, but not a big deal. Sorry about that. Teamwork and S-Teamer are the same. Snovlinka is getting a buff. And that's pretty huge. That's actually really huge. Going from 80 to 100 to 210 times. That's giant. That's gigantic of a modifier. For example, currently the highest mods on JP that you can go up to with the strongest premium units is 120 times. And she's getting 210 times. That's really good. So, okay, so people who actually pulled for Snovlinka, I guess you waited the long haul game because now you get a huge modifier buff. That's gigantic. That's huge. And so, yep, they're putting this vision card in the pool now instead of having it do it and when it should have come out. So then you would have had a better chance of at least getting a few of these. But now you have to hope that you can get one later. So it is what it is, guys. This gun is pretty good for her. For the Ffbe Brea unit. 750 attack. And then some killers. And then 220 attack on that. So pretty good. And here's the Clash of Wills. Earth, Fire, Earth, Dark. And there's 3 killers here that you need to worry about, but Demon and Human are very easy to gear for. Implant is kind of a little harder to gear for, but still possible. And here's where, because it said when it said featured, I was like, oh, Nero, is he going to be sharing a banner with Brea? But nope. He's just going to be free. So Dark Vision Abyss is probably not coming to global at all, because this guy was a Dark Vision Abyss unit. And we're not getting it, so we're getting a free Tybus. Pretty good. And this new thing here, so this is pretty exciting. I mean, they're doing something that JP has never gotten before or done before. They're adding on to the series boss battle to make it, you know, a new stage. So that's pretty cool. I expect this to come to JP eventually, or something similar to this to come to JP eventually, because I feel like they would do something with series boss battles again. I mean, they could literally just make all the same boss battles, but just make them a lot harder, and then there'll be more. People would go back in those stages again and try and do stuff with them again. Imagine the Kefka stage being like on the New Vision level of difficulty. Jeez, because the mechanics of that boss were kind of hard back then, right? So that'd be interesting to see. You get a free lefty as well. 30 shard meme. They straight up and tell you. They straight up tell you at this point. They're not even hiding it anymore. 30 shard meme. Free daily 10+1 summon. 3% rates, but 10+1 summon every single day. That's definitely attractive. And there's one of the funniest things. I already laughed way too hard, so I'm probably not gonna laugh at it anymore. But you're gonna when you see it, when you see this next slide, not this one, but the next one. When you see it, you're gonna laugh your head off. So this was probably the biggest L in the live stream. Like, they had so much W's, and then they dropped this. So I don't know. This did not go over well in my Discord. It's not going over well with me. Now it's gonna be even harder to rank 1. This feels like a disaster. This feels like this is gonna go off the rails. This doesn't seem like it's something that's gonna be worth it, or not worth it. But it seems like how is this gonna be implemented well? I don't know. This is Goomer we're talking about here, guys. So I don't know about that. Not this. Where is it at? Here it is. Here it is, guys. We understand that players are unsatisfied with the global original unit missions Ffbe. So based on the feedback that we received, we are currently in the process of reviewing the unit and considering ways to enhance her in the future. Okay, that's it. And then this is this thing again. All right. Oh, I already laughed way too hard at that. I'm still laughing. I can't control myself. Alright, guys, what do you guys think? Parasite Eve finally here. Now, I know some of you guys may say, hey, this was not the #1 of the, you know, the things that people wanted for collaborations, but just because it's not, you know, just because this or that is at #1 doesn't mean it's going to be possible to get. They have to do a lot of stuff to get collaborations, guys. It's actually a lot of work. More work than they usually put in for, you know, their copy and paste units. But Obviously, Brea is not going to be a copy paste unit. Obviously, she is a fully fleshed out damage dealer. And they're trying to come out strong with this. But you know what, they could have just, come out strong with this without having the kind of doubt. Saying, oh, is this going to be copy and paste? They could have just, made those other characters original, and then they wouldn't have had that scrutiny. So, obviously she's original. She has a bunch of things and animations and stuff that are original to her. So, let me know what you guys think about the Parasite Eve collaboration. Let me know what you guys think about the memes. Those are always important. I'll see you guys in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.